Hey everybody, today we're going to be checking out the Crybaby Bass Mini Wah. So, Dunlop, who makes the famous Crybaby Wah, recently, in the past few years, has been making a lot of their already known wahs in mini compact versions. Which for me, I'm actually not a fan of the mini versions. They just sit really weird on my foot because you're really only controlling it with your heel, basically, not your entire foot. I prefer, when I'm using the wah, to have my entire foot to control it. With this, your really the entire top part of your toe is just hanging off. Depending on your board, it's stepping on other pedals. So, yeah, and also I feel like you have to kind of reteach yourself how to use it, just because it just feels really foreign. Other than that, this is a great wah. It has two controls. It has a volume control, so if you want to, I guess, kind of turn it into a boost when you step on it to get some more gain out of it, you can do that. I just have it set at unity, so that when I step on it, sounds the same as if I weren't using it. It also has a Q control, so you can adjust the sweep of the mid range, since the wah is basically just a mid range sweep. It is a bass wah, but you don't have to use it for bass. With the adjustable Q, you can really make it more energy as opposed to more low mids. I wouldn't say there's a lot of bass or treble to this, since that's kind of not what a wah does. A wah is almost all mid-range. The sweep is pretty good. Again, you can adjust that with the adjustable thing. There is a knob inside that is a switch delay, which I'll explain later, but basically this, it does not have a switch, so normally you would step on the wah and then bring it back and use it like you would, and then step on it again and then turn it off. This has, I believe they call it a pressure switch, so as soon as you put your foot on it, it turns on, and you can start using your wah like that. I love that. That is amazing. I don't know why more companies and the rest of their wah don't have that. As of right now, the bass wah is the only one that has that feature, and I think that's very stupid. Put it on all of them. It's just, whoever thought of that, genius. So that's awesome. So inside, if you crack this open, there is a switch delay, so that when you take it off, the wah is still happening for, I believe it goes up to like 3 seconds afterwards. I just have it all the way down, so as soon as I take my foot off it, it turns off. I honestly can't find a real functionality for that, because as soon as you take your foot off, it has an auto return. See? So that's all the way down. Take my foot off. It just springs back to place, which I don't really find a use for, because it's so dark right there. So, majority of the time when I'm using wah, I'm using it for a solo. If I were to take my foot off the wah and still have the wah effect on, it's just so dark and not clear. I don't really find the functionality to the delay switch, but I guess you might. I don't know. Obviously, as you guys heard, it does sound good with bass. I don't use it for a lot of my bass stuff. I haven't used it at all for any of my bass gigs, both live and session work. I don't use bass and wah a lot, but you could. That's what it was made for. Troy Sanders from Mastodon uses it, and a few other bass players. So yeah, Crybaby Mini Bass Wah. Check it out.